everybody, I'm ready to spoil you a little bit. Wait. Crappy, are you ready? Did you? Yeah, I think Crappy is ready. He indeed has summoned the spirit of Tim Allen. Actually, Martin Short, that's a little bit of a scarier spirit. Summon them both, Crappy, and take us over to the reveal. Yeah. Ah! Scary Christmas stuff. You know what? You know who loves Christmas? I mean, most people do. I don't know about this GM, though. Let's see what this GM's opinion is. Say hello to our dear friend, Donkey Clonk. Hello there.
Hi.
Hey, how are you doing today?
Not much going on for me.
Oh, okay. So, do you like Christmas?
Definitely, and I do have a game which is kind of related to a famous Christmas movie.
Oh.
You know the Christmas movie, A Christmas Story?
Yeah. You know, where the kid licks the pole and his tongue gets stuck to it, and then, fudge. I remember that word. It's a good word. Fudge.
Yeah, I found a game where you play as the ugly lamp from A Christmas Story.
No!
It's called Heatseeker
No!
for Commodore 64.
Okay, this poster is amazing. And also, I'm going to go ahead and say that no, this isn't related at all. You are a big liar. I can feel it. Maybe you're a big... Are you lying to me? Are you messing with me, Donkey Clonk?
Yes, but
Yeah.
it is an uncanny resemblance to the lamp.
I mean, it is a leg. Well, everybody, they are going to be towing the line in Kusog7ande and seeing if they can stay in the tournament. We are currently eliminating people who get lower scores, although I don't know if anybody is going to be eliminated today due to this game. What are the stakes for the players?
Dolores Fred, I think, has 9 points and needs to come first. The other players have 12 points and need to come first or second.
Gotcha. Okay, so Dolores Fred is definitely needing to push a little bit more than the others, but you know, a hop, skip, and a jump, and they might be able to do it. Well, at least one of them. We do only have 3 players today. One for sure will be moving on to the fourth and quote-unquote final round. I say quote-unquote because we may have to do a tiebreaker if it comes down to it. You know, that's life. Breaking ties, breaking hearts. That's all we do in Kusog7ande. Breaking ties and breaking hearts. Although I haven't broken a heart lately. I don't know. Donkey Clonk, are you a heartbreaker? Are you a techno cop? Sorry, the song Techno Cop started playing and I just had to ask. Are you a techno cop?
I'm more heartless.
Aw, you're like Sora. That's cool. You got so quiet. Let me pull up the music here from the game. Ooh. I love me some good Commodore 64 jams, and I think we're gonna have those. Yeah, Heatseeker for Commodore 64. Let's head over there. It is farting at me. No, Justin, you're not farting at me. The game is farting at me. Heatseeker. I mean, you can light a fart on fire if you do it right. Justin just said, what are you talking about? I'm talking about the game that's on screen. It's called Heatseeker. It's about a foot in love. Maybe not a foot in love. Oh, well, here we go. We've got all 3 players as well as Crappy doing this little Crappy dance. He's just going to chill there. I will give a warning, everybody. There may be flashing. This is Commodore 64, and loading is a thing that happens. So be aware whenever there is a load, will it load immediately after they start the game? That's my question.
Yes, one level will load immediately upon starting the game.
Okay, so just so you know, if you need to avert your eyes, do so right when we start doing the countdown, and then, you know, maybe out of the corner of the eye, you'll be able to tell if it is bad enough that you need to keep it minimized, which is fine. I would rather have you minimize it and not hurt. Yeah. Okay, let me see if the players are ready to begin this party, because I am. And chat, I need you to get all of your foot emotes. There are plenty of other things that you can get as well. I see like mushrooms, and what else is going to show up?
Bugs.
Bugs. Everybody get gross bugs. Okay.
Yeah, this game has snails, spiders, ants.
Oh, creep crawlies.
Frogs.
Frogs. Those are almost bugs. I bet there are some people who call frogs bugs, and that's weird. But I'd bet on it. Yeah, oh, and Crappy, of course, going to be dancing throughout the entire match. Crappy will be here. Because we didn't have a zombie. But that's okay. Crappy is basically... I don't know, he encapsulates, like, all of the emotions that I have in my life right now. It's pretty good. And with a dance. Okay, I'm just waiting for one last player to confirm that they're ready. Come on. Come on, we gotta fill up the leg meter.
Yeah, the goal in this game, and the way I'm judging the player, is to fill the leg meter as much as possible. Score doesn't matter, what level you're on doesn't matter, it's all about the leg.
Well, the countdown is going. Spam your feet, spam your bugs, spam your frogs, spam your crappies. Ooh, snails. Yeah, smite snails are good, because as soon as I see movement, I will start our timer. And here we go. Come on, bring on the feet. I'm sure we're going to have more feet showing up in just a little bit, but that's okay. Everybody, welcome to the nightmare that is the Commodore 64.
So, you, as the leg, can't absorb heat for your leg without detaching the basketball on top of it.
Yep. So right now the players are a jumping leg with a basketball, killing bugs and trying to find the fire.
Yeah. While you do need to yeet some snails, and yeeting snails is a required mechanic, it's only one requirement for advancing in the game.
Yeah, everybody, like, I know that Jeff is well known for having some very bizarre games, but this might be the weirdest thing we've had this year.
I was also the one who gave out Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Well, okay, yeah. I loved that game. Like, I don't even think that's a quote-unquote bad game. It's just special.
Oh, Dolores Fred has figured out detaching the basketball, and that is how you can absorb, gain heat.
But how do you get the ball back?
You move the ball with your joystick.
Oh.
There we go. Now, Dolores' ball is hot and needs to return to the leg.
Okay. There we go. The leg meter has been...
Yeah, and both...
There's something.
Time Walker also has gained some leg, but Dolores has 1 pixel more of leg.
Oh, good. It's gonna be that time of game, huh? What does tele mean? There's a telemeter on the right side.
The right side is your auxiliary weapon, which currently takes you out of the level. You need 9,999 pass, and you get pass from yeeting snails.
Gotcha. So Fred appears to trying to use the same fire to collect a little bit more heat, but that's not going to work. Wait, it fills up by
No,
snails?
What?
You said it fills up by snails?
Yes,
Okay.
the pass meter in the lower left falls out. It builds up from eating snails, and to advance to the next level, you need 9,999 points in that meter.
Okay. Dollar's Fred catching his basketball on fire again. Very nice. Absorb that heat.
So I'm going to read the lore of this game because
Please
that will...
do.
Yeah. The ancient land of Tantris. The legend has it that the tribe fillers of Nem, three mysterious and magical plants, their petals forever open, hold in their lifeblood the entire race memory and psychic heritage of the people of Tantris. Should their lifeblood ever corrupt, doom will follow. All the people will surrender to plague and death.
Oh no.
The legends have lost their meaning. Civilization is heavily industrialized and spews its filth in a blanket of pollution over the land. Even the pure cleansing power of rain has been perverted into acid poison. And at the very heart of Tantris, the tri-fillers of Nem and its lifeblood are threatened by the downpour of death. The blooms have closed, and the beneficent influence on Tantris shut off. Tantris is doomed. And yet, in this soulless modern world, there is hope. The Gnostics, a wise and secretive race forgotten by all of a few, seeing their lands in peril, have constructed the Leg. Where man cannot go safely, a machine may trespass unharmed. The Leg is an acid-resistant heat probe designed to...
I'm sorry. I can't hold it in. This is amazing. Keep going.
A heat probe designed to enter the most polluted of areas and absorb the heat of the Zeal smog flames. Remote controlled by one of the Gnostics, the Leg must explore the heartlands of Tantris twice. Once by day, then by night. Then on Midsummer's Eve, the robots must approach the tri-fillers of Nem and send out its probe to relinquish its stored heat to the lifeblood to revitalize the plants and give them strength to open their petals and resume their beneficent influence, thus restoring vitality to the land and common sense to the people of Tantris. The Gnostics know a vast amount of Seal flame heat must be stored to stand any chance of saving all three plants. But then, in a world of acid rain, the only hope of salvation lies with a Heatseeker.
Look at this freaking picture on the back of the box. The leg holding the ball and just like in front of the sun. Heatseeker, the leg gonna save the world.
Okay, so Time Walker has filled up the leg meter once, and now the leg meter is blinking blue. Time Walker has about 1.2 legs, and Dolores has about 1.15 legs.
Yeah, by the way, I'm taking a look at the manual here, and it says technically to progress to the next level, a minimum pass score of 99.99 must be reached. And so is that what technically allows people to get to the next level? Because if so, Kyopo may have the highest pass score at this point.
Yes, but we're not measuring by pass score, we're measuring by leg degree.
Oh, okay. But if they end up getting to the next level, though...
Yes, but levels don't matter, and you actually lose out if you advance to the next level without absorbing all of the heat possible into the leg.
Do you not... does the heat stay the same if you move on to the next level, then?
Yes, the leg meter is persistent across all levels.
Well... Cool. So yeah, they're gonna want to absorb all of this heat. It looks like Time Wanderer is doing a fairly good job of getting a decent amount of heat right now.
Yeah, Time Walker is definitely in the lead, but yeah.
Yeah, indeed, the instructions that you gave and pinned are very clear how progress is being judged. You say the match is judged by who fills the leg degree. That's leg in all caps. I thought it was a TM at first, but no, it's leg degree meter in the bottom left the most. Whoever gets the highest one will take the victory there. Now, yeah, Cupo is doing good at getting a decent score. It's just the leg degree meter wasn't filling up very high. So Cupo's got to figure that part out. But yeah, filling the leg degree meter completely will change its color. Gray to blue, blue to turquoise, turquoise to yellow, yellow to pink, pink to orange, orange to pale yellow, and yellow to white. You might need to advance to the next level to find more sources of leg degree, but score and what level you reach do not matter for measuring progress. Start a game by pressing N. There you go. That is the gist of this game. And Dolores Fred, currently on blue 2. Is Time Walker also on the second?
Time Walker is on turquoise, so the Time Walker has filled the meter up twice.
Wow.
And this might be a good time to start farming snails and advance to level 2.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with you. Come on, snail farmers. All you snail farmers in chat, raise your hands. I want to see how many snail farmers we have. Oh my gosh. This keeps making me think of Dwarf Fortress because I've been playing it both offline and online. I played like 4 hours of it yesterday, Donkey Klonk on stream, and it was fun. But I just noticed today, like I was taking a look at a statue of this dwarf, and the description says that he was surrounded by moon snails, and I'm like, why? Does he love moon snails? Like, did they decide to make the statue and show how much he loves moon snails? So I went and looked at his description, and no, he despises moon snails. Somebody went and made a statue surrounding him with the thing that he hates the most in this world, snails. And yeah, dwarves are just giant jerks. That's what I've learned.
One important mechanic is while you are detaching your basketball from your leg is still vulnerable. And in the later levels, it is important and quite difficult to position the leg in such a way that you don't lose health on the leg while you are using the ball.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be in the path of any enemies. So question, there are a couple meters that I don't fully understand. You've got the ball in the middle, energy is to the left, and ball meter is to the right. What are these?
Energy is the health for the leg. When that drops to 0, the game is over. Okay. And the ball is the health meter for the ball.
The ball has its own health meter?
Yes.
I mean, of course, why wouldn't it, you know? Oh, this fire is very loud. By the way, for some reason, like, Kupo and Dolores Fred, they have Tella on the meter for the right, but Time Walker has Bomb.
Yes, and that means that Time Walker is able to expand that meter to kill everything on the screen by pressing the space bar.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So when it fills up, it changes from Tella to Bomb, and then you can bomb them. Maybe?
Yes, and that is... though the meter needs to be at the top, and that refreshes over time.
Ah, gotcha.
Also, when you have the ball attached and you're controlling the ball, the controls for that are... The controls for the ball are not good at all.
Yeah, one thing, by the way, to note is that it appears that there are certain objects in the levels that are specifically, like, if you heat your ball up, they can cool it back down and thus pretty much take away the heat that you have collected. The drippy drops, for example, on Time Walker and Cupo screen, those are detrimental to your ball.
Yes, and they also make it so that if you're hit with that, you gain much less leg degrees.
Yeah, I want more leg degrees. This is so weird.
And Time Walker is also taking advantage of how the collision with terrain works in this game, which it does not. You can click through pretty much everything.
Cupo? I don't think Cupo has figured out how to keep the ball from bouncing.
In this game, you can go through every wall unless it's an invisible wall.
Okay.
Invisible walls are insurmountable.
I mean, of course, why would you be able to go through anything that's invisible? Just go through the visible stuff. Yeah, I remember that you were playing this during one of the GM hangouts that we have when people sort of want to test or find games or just hang out and have fun. And at first you were like, am I supposed to be able to go through walls? And then you're like, I think that you are not only supposed to, but have to go through walls. I mean, your leg, why would a wall be able to stop leg? I mean, that's silly. Oh my gosh, I see rain falling on Time Walker screen. It's got a very satisfying sound. Unfortunately, it kills you.
Yeah, and sometimes rain falls on some screens, and other times it doesn't. You can reset the rain by going in and out of the screens, and some fires, which you need to absorb heat from, aren't available when it rains.
By the way, I do see that there are some different modes. Specifically, the controls say joystick down enters skate mode.
Oh, yeah, in skate mode, your leg is permanently crouching. You cannot attack or jump during skate mode, but you move faster, and it works as a crouch, which means that you can enter some narrow areas. And there is one fire here on level 1, which nobody has seen, which requires you to use the skate mode to crouch in a narrow lane.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. It looks like Cupo is killing snails and getting a high pass score, although
yeah, but Cupo has less than one leg.
Yeah.
Less than one leg degree.
It still is gray. I have a hard time telling the difference between colors. I'm glad that you are here to help out with that, because I'm colorblind.
This game also does colors in a pretty dumb way, because it changes between two colors every frame to produce a color that's not one of the 16 colors in the actual palette on the C64.
I mean, it's kind of a cool method, but
every player has different saturation settings. I hope that does not become a problem.
Yeah, I've noticed people have different saturation settings. That's wonderful. Welcome to video games, everybody, where anything pre the year 2000, they didn't even take, like, being able to see colors into consideration. How nice. Yeah, so the way to get your ball to stop bouncing super high like you see on Kyopo's screen happening over and over again, all you do is joystick plus fire. That kills bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this part of the manual was given out to the players, so they should, like, even if you don't have instructions like that, you should be trying all of the different combinations that you can. And for Commodore 64, that's not a whole lot of combinations. Up, down, left, right button.
Although this game does require you to use the keyboard as well.
Yeah, but those are all listed here. Return turns on infrared mode. What?
Yeah, that's the second loop of the game where everything is in the dark.
What? Can you... If you go to second loop, can you get even more heat?
You have to expend expend enough heat to open the 3 blossoms on level 3.
Oh no! Okay.
And that unlocks the second loop.
So you could possibly get to the end of the game and not have enough heat to open up the 3 blossoms?
Yes, and that is a soft block.
Ah, okay. I mean, it's kind of understandable. It tells you very clearly in the manual you need the heat to open the petals.
And this game was published by Thalamus, which is probably the highest quality publishing house there was on the Commodore 64. They were a legendary publishing house, publishing some of the most acclaimed games on the Commodore 64, such as the Creatures games, Delta 2.
Ooh. Wait, the Creatures games? I'm trying to think if I know those ones.
They were different. They were much different than the Creatures games on the PC.
Okay. Were they still like the same genre or the same world?
Nope.
All right.
Ooh, I think Dolores Red is also into Cyan territory.
Okay, unfortunately, the website that I usually use when I look at stuff is down. It went down a little bit yesterday, and it's down again today, so I'm looking elsewhere. And yeah, you say Creatures, which, oh my gosh. They kind of look like Gremlins or something. Yeah, they're closer to Gremlins than anything else, I'd say.
The manual calls them Fuzzy Wuzzies.
Oh, fine, Fuzzy Wuzzies. Y'all want to go find some Fuzzy Wuzzies? Let me go ahead and upload a picture so that y'all can see it. Upload, not upload. Okay. Bam, here. Here's a screenshot. That looks kind of cute. Yeah, honestly, I would say that, like, the graphics in this game are really good. This game for Commodore 64 time looks really neat. I love how bizarre the concept is, but this is absolutely the type of game that you would see on a movie that's a parody of games and that shouldn't actually be a game because it's just so weird. Dolores Fred, by the way, is using ball mode to get down into this area. I think skate mode was the thing you said.
Yes,
should be used to
you're
get
going
down.
to have a problem getting back to the leg if you don't use skate mode to get down
Fred's
here.
in trouble. This is possibly going to be a soft lock. Well, not even a soft lock. You can go and die, but that will probably be game over for Dolores Fred. Oh no, up the wall. Never mind, Fred.
Ooh, using the clipping well. This is good.
Yeah.
I think this might be a lead for Dolores, but the Time Walker is also on the same screen.
Yeah, Time Walker, I believe, has a little bit more heat. If I'm not mistaken, just looking, I think it's the same color, and Time Walker has more pixels.
Yeah, Time Walker it has maintained their lead, and I don't know if Time Walker got the last flame might be on the rain screen, and I don't think Time Walker knows that they can wait out the rain, or rather re-enter the screen so that it's not raining.
Probably not. They might be able to figure it out as time goes on, though. Yeah, I'm seeing that the developers for this also made Nobby the Aardvark. Nobby! Why am I thinking oh my gosh. So there's a very obscure YouTube video, and by obscure, I mean it was put up over a decade ago and has about 100 views. But Justin and I quote it even to this day. It was just some guy who had this weird robot that he would try to talk to, and it wasn't very good at actually understanding what he was saying. Nobby! Yeah, this is Nobby the Aardvark, Justin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nobby.
Yeah, how many, like, seriously, it only has about 100 views.
It's tiny.
I don't know what Time Walker has seen. Oh, there, Time Walker is moving again.
But, oh, I just love having, like, obscure, like, super obscure jokes that you have within, like, families, and it's even hard to go back and find where those jokes came from. That's absolutely a description of my life, though. Yeah, I think everybody's... What, Justin?
Tara the android, the one that sings... Tara the android, the one that sings I Feel Fantastic.
Oh, yeah, there's
It
a...
only has, like, a couple dozen thousand views.
A couple dozen thousand views. Okay, Justin and I have another video that we quote all the time, but it's only got like 20,000 views. That's still more well-known than Nobby, but not by much. I don't know. We've got weird humor in my house. If you're like making Among Us jokes, you might fit in here, but if you're making very obscure jokes about things that like only 3 of us have ever seen in the world, then you're doing even better. With that said, I believe Time Walker is still holding on to the lead. I'm not sure if Dolores Fred died. I think so.
Yeah, Dolores Fred is on a different playthrough. Time Walker has got every... The manual explicitly states there are 8 flames on every level. Time Walker has got 7.
Gotcha.
But I think Time Walker might be trying to figure out how to get to the next level, which the manual says you need to press a function key, but you also need to have cheated enough snails to have
you have to have
enough
a pass
score
of 99.99. So, and Time Walker is saying, "I don't get it."
Time Walker is advancing to the next level.
There we go. Yeah, watch out for flashing, everybody. This is a loading screen, and we may get some. Oh, I love the sounds, though. Some of the sounds... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Cupo making some good progress here.
Yeah, Cupo's really, like, it's taken him a little while to figure it out, but he's getting there. It's just, unfortunately, taken a long time to collect heat. I mean, as long as you can do it without, like, getting hurt, that's fine. Because time isn't a huge issue in this game.
No, there are no time limits, only... You just need to hurry up for the match.
I'd say that Crappy's probably doing the worst at this game, I gotta be honest. Crappy's not even trying. Then again, I didn't send him a copy of the game, so he does what he can. Who's just wiggling back and forth. Okay, Time Walker is on to whatever this color is supposed to be.
This is green, full reference. No, the level is yellow, and the level is green, and the leg degree is yellow.
Oh, okay. Yellow, Oh my gosh, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, because it changed
It's
from
the
turquoise to
just-
yellow. Yellow is before pink, which is before orange, which is before pale yellow. Of course, they have to have 2 different levels of yellow, which is before white. I like how this scale doesn't have red in it. Because why would you have red in the list of colors for heat, you know? I'm just angry. Come on, even Bebe's kids had red in their little heat meter. And I hate Bebe's kids. But I'm going to go ahead and say it's more logical that way.
Baby's Kids, the game with the door maze that everyone needed hints for?
Yes.
In a 2-hour match?
Yes. Although I don't think we gave them hints, we just let them suffer.
Oh yeah, I also remember you said about Baby's Kids that you should play it for 30 minutes just so that you can veto it.
Yes. Baby's Kids is the game that nobody wants to get in Kusog7ande. If you have never played Baby's Kids and you are playing in Kusog7ande, then, if you happen to get it because you've never played it before, don't blame me. I've given, there are certain games that, I know nobody is going to enjoy, and that is one of them, but you might end up one day playing Baby's Kids and be like, wow, that was the worst experience of my life. This at least is, a surreal experience. This is what Commodore 64 and Atari era gaming is all about. Hopping around and throwing basketballs to collect heat in order to save 3 specific plants. Game over, baby cakes.
Yeah, it's rare to see such experimental games like these on consoles.
Yeah, be aware that loading may have a little flashing. This loading screen is not too bad. It's just got the lines, but you never know when it's suddenly going to start flashing colors. That's Commodore 64 loading for you. Okay.
Yeah, believe me, on Commodore 64, you wanted some indication that something was happening.
Yeah. Time Walker, by the way, is saying, I want to get off Mr. Prosthetic Legs Wild Ride, and I kind of agree. But actually, knees should not bend in this direction either. Those are like bird knees. Ugh. They go backwards. I want you all to know that if you get a prosthetic leg and it bends that way, you are entitled to a refund because that's not how it's supposed to work. I mean, I haven't done knee biology before, but I'm relatively sure that's incorrect.
The thing is, it's not their knees. Their knees are up in.
Oh, Justin is clarifying that the way that birds work is that their knee is actually much, much, much higher inside their body, and what looks like a bird knee is actually their ankle, which makes sense why it bends that direction. But that's really gross now. I don't want to think of, like, them having knee ankles. Ugh.
Dolores Fred just collected the fire that Time Walker didn't, which is on the screen that sometimes rains.
Ankles.
Yeah. All of the players are really starting to figure this out, although Time Walker definitely has the biggest advantage at this point. I think Cupo is having a hard time, maintaining or keeping heat, He's experimenting a little bit, just letting his ball go all over the place, exploring. Justin just gave me a weird look. It's a basketball. The ball is traveling.
Yeah, you want to separate the ball from the leg as little as possible because
Yeah.
the ball is difficult to control and it's vulnerable.
I'm so glad like nobody is writing down quotes from this match because that's all the quote bot would be for the next 1,000 quotes. Because yeah, you're right. You don't want to separate the ball from the leg too much. Keep it there. Justin just put earplugs in, so I won't get as many weird looks now. You can still hear. Oh, never mind then. Well then.
You don't believe me how loud you are.
Anyways, we are half an hour into this game. Right now, Time Walker has made the most progress. How do we know? Because Time Walker made the leg degree meter on the bottom left of his screen turn.
I think this is the first time
Yellow.
Dolores is into turquoise.
No,
but-
I've seen turquoise on Dolores Fred's screen before. But I haven't seen yellow.
Okay.
Oh no, there's drippy drops. The ball touched the drippy drops. Oh, that
Ooh,
is
that's-
not good for Fred.
Yeah, that is not good. You won't get any leg from that flame.
But it's very difficult to get the ball back down through the leaf. That position for the leg was not very good in order to get back and get some temperature. Yeah,
Yeah, controlling the ball is extremely finicky.
Fred may actually... I wonder what Fred's going to do. Is Fred going to start over or go and explore a little bit? I think it would be fine to do a little bit more exploration, especially if you're in an area that you don't know yet. That way, you know, you can have one good final push later on if you know what the trolls are. Which I don't.
Yeah, this is a game which is heavily exploration based.
Yeah. And so the first half of the match should definitely be exploring and learning the basic rules. The second half is when you need to set up a final push in order to try to make as much progress as you can. And so Fred, probably in the next 5 minutes, would want to start over and make that final push. Which Fred needs to do. I mean, from what I understand, Fred is the only one who is going to be eliminated if he does not come in first. The other two can come in second, and that's fine. Let me just make sure that I'm not lying to everybody as well. Now, Kyopo has 12 points, Time Walker 12. So yeah, if they get second place, they will have 19 points and move on. If they take first place, they'll have enough points and move on. Fred needs first.
Ooh, that's a game over with a lot of leg degree from Dolores.
Oh, that's fine. I think that this is the time to get a game over.
Yeah, there's still 25 minutes in the match, and now you know where the flames are.
Yes. That's the important thing. The manual does say that there are 8 of the flame thingies in each level. So if Fred knows where all 8 of them are now, Fred knows where to go and what places are the most dangerous, he will be able to navigate, hopefully, if he remembers. But that's another issue with some of the games here, actually remembering where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do. Or, you know, they know what to do. It's just a non-linear game that's all about exploration. You know, technically this could be considered a collectathon.
Ooh, Time Walk getting the meter to yellow on level 1.
On level 1? What? I
Yeah.
actually didn't think that was going to be possible, but yellow on level 1, that's pretty huge.
Yeah, you need to not lose any heat from the basketball So now there is nothing left to do on this level for Time Walker. Time Walker needs to yeet some snails. There you go, snail yeeted.
Yeah, kill them snails. Oh, here's another one. Bam! I love this strat. Just find the snail room and throw the basketball.
Yeah, this is why it needs to be a leg attack and not a score attack, because you can farm the snails.
It needs to be a leg attack. That completely makes sense. Like, making it so that, like, they are going after good temperature for the leg. Completely understandable. Technically, the leg temperature is what allows you to beat the game. And I'd say that, like, objectively, this is the correct way to measure this specific game. Okay, we are close to 99.99. You have to get to 99.99 before you can move on to the next level, which, there we go. Time Walker is through. Time to load and hear these beautiful tape sounds. I love that it emulates the sound as well. That makes me very happy. If people didn't know, by the way, a lot of Commodore 64 games were on cassette tapes, and actually it was through a lot of machine noise that the data was transferred to the console so that you could actually play the game. I've got an adapter for the Atari 2600 that a handful of games used that also used the tape system. I can actually just hook my phone up to it, though, and play the audio file and load the game that way.
So on level 2, where Time Walker is on, there are Venus flytraps in the level.
Oh, no. Too much water.
Yeah, this is one of the screens that intermittently rain, and the Venus flytraps will one-shot your basketball.
Oh no. I mean, if they've got sharp teeth... Oh, Venus flytraps, they're not that strong. Come on, little cellulose. Nothing that a basketball can't beat. I'm sure you throw a basketball at a Venus flytrap. What lives? The basketball. Maybe not on this planet, though. I mean, we've got pitcher plants as well. Those eat bugs. I actually prefer pitcher plants to Venus flytraps. I think they're cooler. Okay, Time Walker absorbing the heat. Good. Dolorous Fred is making a fairly decent push right now, currently on blue. I feel like Kyobo has...
No, Dolorous is still on gray.
Is that gray?
Yeah, I think Dolorous is still on gray.
I don't know. What a stupid way to measure stuff.
Yeah, this would be a lot easier if the leg degree meter didn't flicker. It just was one solid color.
Leave it a single color. You know what? It's fine. Green can be a temperature. I'm fine with, like, it doesn't make sense, but it's easier to see than a little flickering sprite on the bottom left. Compared to the background colors around it, oh, yeah, that's totally gonna work. Sorry, everybody.
Time Walker might be farming points here, but there's still a lot of flames on this level to drain.
Okay, Dolorous Fred, yep, you were completely right. We are 2 blue now. Yeah, I think it's because of how saturated Dolorous Fred's screen is compared to Kyobo's that made me think that we were on blue, but we weren't. Okay, Dolorous Fred getting... Oh my gosh. You'd think that the ball would melt.
This screen is not a pain to find somewhere that your leg can stand on without getting without getting hit.
Yeah. Oh, Justin. Yeah. Hello, Bigfoot's Ghost. Thank you for rating. Yeah. For those who aren't colorblind, what's weird is mine isn't like super colorblind. It's just that things are a little bit more desaturated in the green, red spectrum. Justin got a coat, for example, that I looked at, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's a green hoodie. I can't see the green, but like just the way that it looks makes me think if it's going to be clothing, it's going to be green. And it's more of an olive green, and so like I can sometimes tell. It's just takes me a little bit more observation in order to like really tell what certain colors are. And the whole flickering gray thing, like I think Cupo is finally on to blue right now, but I'm not sure.
Ooh, game over for Time Walker.
No!
Yeah,
There's enough
you
time,
have there are a lot of bees in there are a lot of bees in level 2, and bees are honorary birds because they are jerks.
Or is that level 3? Time Walker opted to go to level 3 and check out what's here. I think that might be a fine idea for now. Well, never mind, game over.
Never mind, game over. Yeah, and actually exploring level 3 would be a terrible idea if Time Walker finds any of the girls, because the girls drain your leg.
The girls?
The goals, the plants that you're supposed to revive.
Oh, yeah,
Level 3.
Oh, the goals. I thought you were saying the girls, and I was like, oh, I want to meet a girl to drain my heat. JK, I'm gay. We're not going to do any of that around here. Anyways, Time Walker is going to get back into this. I still think there's enough time for one more good push here, though. You know? Unfortunately, getting dripped on once, that's not great. Losing a decent amount of heat by the drippy drop.
Yeah, Time Walker is really far ahead.
Or die.
Yeah, I told the players that they were allowed to save state on the title screen so that they could reset without going through Commodore 64 loading.
Yeah, there we go. Dolores Fred trying to get the ball back to the leg. Can you get there? Unfortunately, hit one of the water drops and lost a lot of heat there.
Ooh, that's a bad time to re-enter the screen for Cupo. Now it started raining, and yeah, this is not a good place for Cupo.
Not at all. But Cupo has a pretty decent push during this attempt, I think. Is this the most heat that we've seen on Cupo's screen?
1.5 meters, yes, that's the best. That's Cupo's personal best, but it's still like a full meter behind Dolores.
Yeah, the thing is, like, if Fred comes in second and Time Walker first, that means both Fred and Cupo will be eliminated. Cupo needs to pass how far Fred has made it in order to stay in. The only way that two people are moving in from this match is if Fred takes third. I don't know if I should be cheering for, like, the majority, or, like, having the most people move on. Well, if Fred
takes first and two people move on as well.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Duh. Okay, Fred takes second, then only one person moves on, but if Fred takes first or third, two people move on. That's weird. I like it. But Fred is currently in second place, and honestly, there is a very good chance Fred could just take second place and eliminate Cupo along with him. I don't, that's how the Kusog crumbles. Kind of gross way to say it, but, you know.
Oh, I think this might be yeah. This might be as far as Dolores can go. I think Dolores has drained all 8 flames in the level.
Yeah, just got to get back
and
to your
Dolores
leg.
needs to use frogs. Or snails.
Puppy dog tails.
Ooh, and Dolores didn't. Oh, I thought that was a game over because the leg was in harm's way, but no, Dolores still lives. But since the ball was injured, Dolores lost all the leg degree that he could have gotten from that flame. So that's basically 1 flame lost.
Oh, no. Yeah, by the way, I let Time Walker know that the leg's knee bends the incorrect way, and Time Walker says I can't unsee this now. Yep, too bad. Just enjoy. Although, I know that there have been a couple people who were born just genetically, for some reason, their knees bent the other way, and, you know, they still can walk around and do everything. It's just really, it's really different. You don't see that in humans very often. It's super, super rare. And honestly, kind of cool. I'm not saying that...
I don't even know what to answer to that.
I'd say that, like, as long as you can walk around, your knees can bend whatever way they bend. It's fine. Heck, your knees don't even have to bend. You can get it... Pirates sometimes didn't even have knees. They had 2 peg legs. Just sort of shuffled around and, you know, still did piracy. That was freaking cool. Peg legs rock. My point is, I want to become a robot. And I don't care if I have legs or not. Or if they can bend or not. As long as I become immortal, I'm going to be happy. Okay. Dolores Fred, getting a game over. There we go.
A disability is when a condition meets an inaccessibility. You also need... There needs to be a lack of accommodation.
Yes. But if I could have, like... Okay, instead of legs, put, like, tank treads on me. You know, like, you know, what are they called? What are they called? They're not wheels. Are they just treads?
I think that's treads.
Yeah, put those on my body. And I'm gonna become, like, a really, really cool... I'm just gonna drive around with my little tread legs. And then I could probably get up to, like, at least 30 or 40 miles per hour on my own without needing a vehicle or anything like that. I would love that, okay? I could scare people, like, just speed up on the sidewalk and yell in their ear and then drive away. Somebody wants to be a swarm of nanites? Now that would be weird. If you have, like, because you'd have to have some sort of central brain, or would you? Maybe not. Your brain could just be spread among 7,000 little robots. Sorry, this is what video games do for me. They inspire me.
Yeah, this has been a bit of the dynamic whenever I GM. I'm not as talkative as, for example, the Blasphemous Roar, which means that you tend to go on tangents, and that is how we all like it. Also, Time Walker made sure to advance to level 2 early, which I think is a bit of a mistake, because the flames are much easier to get in level 1.
Yeah, that's one thing. If it's collecting a certain resource and you know where all the resources are in level 1, but you don't know where they are in level 2, but you know that each level has 8 flames, you have to assume that the early resources are easier to get. Then again, Time Walker already onto yellow.
Yeah, this is Jello.
Okay.
Okay, so that was probably only one flame missing in level 1, not as bad as I first thought. I mean, even I can have a hard time telling the blue from the turquoise.
Blue from turquoise isn't too hard for me. It's blue
I mean,
from
with the
gray
flickering
for
in
me.
this particular game.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Dollar's Fred moving on to blue. Dollar's Fred has made it about turquoise and a half. So still in second place. Cupo is, I believe.
I don't think.
I don't know what it is.
I don't think Cuba has ever been to turquoise. No.
Yeah, is this blue?
This is blue for Cuba. Yeah.
Okay, there's turquoise.
Yeah, that's the turquoise, but that's not even a pixel more.
Yeah.
Dolores has like turquoise 0.4, like a half meter of turquoise.
Yeah, turquoise and a half about. And right now, Cupo is just at flat turquoise. Cupo needs to either move to level 2 or find some of the other flames in this level. And I don't know, Dollar's Fred and Cupo have not moved on to level 2. They probably like have read the manual and technically know how to, but honestly, not really a huge deal if you know where another flame is in level 1. You know, go after the first flame.
I think Cuba might have waited reading the manual, because I've seen Cuba have had a lot of problems getting the basketball to stop, which is clearly described in the manual how you do that.
Yep, it is. If you define Earth as Mars, then we're all Martians. Very nice, chat. Thank you for your inspiration here. What the crap? If you define anything as something else, then you can describe it as that. That's just life. Hey, it looks like Time Walker opting to go to level 3 and just check it out. I mean, I don't think Time Walker is going to lose, you know? I think Time Walker is going to do fine and finish the game. But it's still, like, not the best place to be. Oh, there's fire, though. Oh, there was a giant spider? I don't like the spider.
Yeah, there are even worse enemies on level 3.
That's terrifying. Jeez. Oh, okay, good. Time Walker killing spiders and bugs and...
Oh, that's a lot of damage on the tennis ball. Basketball, sorry.
I mean, technically it's not a basketball either. Technically, like, basketball should be a little bit... The lines resemble a basketball court, and the lines on this ball resemble more of a grid than a basketball court. So...
But you can also... But let's talk about how much more difficult level 3 is in terms of collecting flames.
Yeah!
And why it's a bad idea to go on early to level 3.
Yeah, this place is kind of a nightmare. It's got bees. It's got, like, these dangling things. I'm not even sure what they are, but they're dangling. Spiders jumping all over the place. I don't like jumping spiders. My spiders should remain stationary. Or just stay out of the house, okay? I know that you don't know that I hate you, spiders. Actually, I think spiders know that people hate them. If I were a spider, I'd know. I'd know that everybody hated me. And I'd probably use that to my advantage.
It's like in Australia, where the biggest, scariest spider you commonly see is a huntsman spider. That's the one you want in your house to keep the nasty bugs away.
The giant spider keeps the bad spiders away. Yeah, I don't want that in my house. There's a reason. Look, move to New Zealand and not to Australia. That's what I've learned. New Zealand has the cute things. Australia has the deadly things. There you go. I guess there aren't even snakes in New Zealand.
With all the bouncing on legs in this game, I think this might be half a kangaroo game.
Yeah, I could imagine. Now the game's farting at me. Okay, I don't think Time Walker's gonna jump back into this. They're probably just gonna let the music play.
No, that's not enough time to make progress changes, especially with the Dolores' game over.
Yeah, we do need to pay attention to how Cupo is doing, because if
Cupo has 2.2. Cupo has turquoise 0.2, and Dolores had turquoise and a half.
Yeah, Cupo could technically move on to stage 2, which he may wish to do, just like, especially if he doesn't know where any of the other flames are in this level, or, you know, has already collected all of the flames. All you have to do is hit the function key, and it'll load the next stage.
Yeah, this is close between Cupo and Dolores, but I think Cupo is...
That's a game over.
That's a game over.
I'm going to go ahead and let the two of them just keep playing. I don't think there's any chance of a comeback at this point, just because of how long it takes to go through the first level. But you never really know if somebody is able to just surprise you or find something that's useful. Cupo just standing there throwing the ball. As long as Dolores Fred keeps playing, I don't care. I will keep the match going until the hour. What are you doing, Cupo? You messing up the capture for me? Controller malfunctions? Uh-oh.
Oh, phew. Good thing the match was pretty much decided.
Well, we get... that's a healthy color of blue. Like, that's like 1 meter full of blue that Cupo has on the entire screen there. But yeah, on to the final minute. Can Dolores Fred pull off a miracle? Probably
Cupo,
not.
this is why I said you could save state. You can save state, Cupo. Oh my dear.
Now, okay, we're gonna see some flashing in just a little bit, everybody, probably. With 1 minute left, Donkey Klonk, it really doesn't matter.
Yes, but what matters is that Cupo didn't read the instructions. That's what's going to lose Cupo the match.
I mean, if it lost Cupo the match, then it would matter, but it's not going to. Oh, Donkey Klonk, you're pretty fantastic, and I just accidentally minimized literally everything. Crap. Well, everybody, we're at the end here. Where's live split? Is that it? Nope, we're almost there. Almost there. And we are. Time. Oh! That was really close.
Bro, I think this match has been legendary.
Yep. You certainly said that sentence there, didn't you? It's time! It's time! We're done! Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and invite our winner here today. It's very clear. The Time Walker has walked through time. Yeah. And I'm gonna invite them to come and chat. Dolores Fred took second and Cupo third. Because of this very specific order, both Dolores Fred and Cupo are eliminated from Kusog7ande, and only the Time Walker is moving on from this match. Hey there, Time Walker, and congratulations on your victory today. You definitely kicked some butt, kicked some ball. I don't know what you kicked something.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised, really. I thought I was in a really, really bad situation, but oh, great.
Oh, welcome to the Kusog7ande experience. Everybody thinks that they They are in a rough spot. Yeah, Donkey Clonk, if you want to tell the people in Discord their places, I'll go ahead and ask Time Walker some questions, because I gotta ask, what do you think of this game?
Okay, so first it's awful to control because the ball likes to bounce all over the place, and secondly, I feel like as soon as you get to the second level, it already starts to get impossible to even do anything.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I tried to, like, at the second level, I tried to skip as much as possible by grinding the score. It took me like half an hour to get that you need to also collect some score to teleport. But yeah.
Yeah, you got that. You were the only person who moved on past the first stage, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but else, I mean, honestly, the game idea is kind of boring. I felt a bit bored.
What?
Yeah. I mean, not bored in a like it's easy or anything. Just that it's so repetitive, kind of.
Okay. I mean, that's fair, you know. People are allowed to have incorrect opinions, so I'll go ahead and let you have that.
Do you think it's super fun?
I don't know if I think it's fun necessarily. I'd say that maybe the biggest flaw for me, one, is like how high the difficulty goes, like in level 2 and level 3. But also, you know, although it is kind of brightly colored, especially in the first stage, it still is a little bit hard for me to like remember specific areas there. There could have been a little bit more variety so that like it was very clear what areas existed where, so that like I could go back and revisit them. That's probably my biggest complaint, but honestly, I love the idea. I love how bizarre it is, and that they just sort of owned it. The game owned its weirdness.
Yes, I especially love the. I don't know if I was the one with the sound in this stream.
Yes, you
because,
were.
Great, because I love the spider sound effect.
Oh my god.
The bees are pretty exclamation point fan as well, yeah.
Yeah, the bees were pretty good. The spiders, they just wanted blood. They kept going after you.
Yes! Well, the bees weren't better as well when I started to collect the fire. They just zoomed to me all the time.
Yeah, we saw that. Honestly, I think that you did a good strategy. What landed you the victory there? Nobody else quite hit yellow until about the 50-minute mark. Dolores Fred managed to get to yellow, but really didn't collect any past the lowest bit there. So, like, you consistently did great at getting a lot of heat in stage 1. Moving on to stage 2 and just trying to at least get a little bit more. And I think you got yellow and about a half of the meter past that. So, yeah, the thing is, I kept seeing Fred and Cupo getting hit a little bit by water and losing some of the heat. And I know that that's just part of the challenge of playing the game. But like, the fact that on level 1 you managed to pretty much get every single fire without getting hit by any water, that gave you such a huge advantage moving on to level 2. Seriously, that was cool.
Yeah, that was my idea, to grind the heat on the first level, because this seemed to be the easiest before it spiked with difficulty on the second level already.
Oh, yeah. But
yeah, you definitely want all the heat that you can from level 1.
So I've been told that there are 2 loops to the game, and the second loop you are in the dark and you have to expend, I think it's some of your heat in order to light up the area, but I'm not completely sure. I'm a little interested in what that may be.
Is that the infrared system that the manual is explaining?
So,
yeah, that's only on the second loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying. Dolores Fred says that he's going to return to this. I'm glad to hear that at least one person thought it was interesting enough to return. Do you think you might time wander? Are you putting this in your past, Time Walker?
Oh, it's really difficult to say, actually. I have to think about this first.
Yeah, honestly, this is probably something that I put down and then maybe in a day or two be like, you know, let's give it another shot. Let's see what else
Maybe
there is.
maybe it grows on me. It's possible.
Yeah, like
because
a
I'm
fungus.
not saying this was the worst experience, because honestly, the Pac-Man Pinball Advance Game Boy Advance game was far worse to play for me. That was really infuriating. This one was all right, I would say.
Yeah, this was a low point group, and I wanted something Christmassy. I said that this game stars the leg from A Christmas Story, the leg lamp from that movie.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Hey, as it turns out,
That's why it needs the heat. I see.
well,
Also, Kuso is also weird, and I think this game is plenty weird for Kuso.
yeah, just so people know, by the way, the order for that match, for the match that we had, first place Time Walker, second place Dolores Fred, third place Cupo. Because Fred took second, Fred is eliminated, and Cupo is also eliminated. Fred, you took the one place where if you took it, somebody else would be going down with. There would be two people losing in this match. So, I mean, it's always exciting for me to see how many people are going to make it through. But that's the way that it goes. So, thank you everybody who came and watched. I'm not going to be streaming any more Dwarf Fortress today. I probably will later in the week. I want to give my tongue a break because it has been hurting a lot. It's just weird to be like, yeah, my tongue hurts, because that's not really something that people complain about too much. But my tongue hurts right now and has for the past few days, so we're taking a break. Let's raid Gilder Sneeze and find out what Gilder is doing. Does anybody have a good raid message?
Leg degree.
Sure. Let's see. We could ask what Gilder's leg degree. What's your leg degree? Let's go find out how warm his leg is. Everybody, I'll see you probably Tuesday for Don't Make Us Bored. Otherwise, I get a little bit of a break. Yeah. Bye, Donkey Clonk. Bye, Time Walker. You want to say bye?
Bye as well.
Okay.
Bye. Bye-bye. Thank
See
you.
you, chat. Love ya.